Hey guys, this is Sage Wisdom, and I'm here to do a reading for Taurus the Bull. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is a general reading, so you take what resonate and you leave the rest, but hopefully it's something here that you can take with you, okay? So I'm going to start with my prayer. Thank you, God, for this opportunity to read for the sun sign of Taurus. We're looking at moon, rising, or Venus, or anyone that has Taurus in their chart. Calling in my spiritual team, ancestors, spirit guide, the high councils. Calling in only that white light and love energy that's of the highest good to elevate me, elevate my level, to give me the highest and best message for the Taurus at this time. From source through me to the collective. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. So the first card in your overall energy, you guys have the resistance card. And the resistance card is basically asking us, how do you look at the obstacles in your life? Are you looking at it as something that you can't attain? Like, so I'm trying to reach this goal, but I'm having a hard time getting there. There are these blocks in my way. Or is it something that you're not doing, such as procrastinating, and it's taking a long time to see what you want manifest? They want you to ask yourself that question because you got to get clear in your mind space about what it is, okay? So maybe you're in a particular field of job or something like that, and maybe trying to get a promotion or you're trying to elevate to the next level, and you kind of feel blocked in a situation. You feel like it's beyond my control. There's nothing I can do to make this right. It's an obstacle there. But you have to ask yourself, why is it here? Because sometimes when things are out of control and it's a block, and no matter how much energy and effort you put into it, it still doesn't happen. That's almost like a sign or a message from the universe. They want you to look at something. Either this position isn't right for you or it's something else better for you. So they want you to kind of pull back, expand, and look at the whole thing, the whole scenario, and make sure this is something that you truly want, because it's giving you a second chance to take a second look at something. Because sometimes we want something so bad, so passionately, that we can't see. We're blinded by our desire of what we want to attain, that we don't see the truth in the situation. So if you're putting a lot of effort and energy to get something you feel like you should have got it, and it's not happening, it's like this obstacle blocking its way, the resistance is there for a reason. So take a second look. Now, if it's the opposite way, and you want something, you keep having this wish, oh, I just want this, and it's all wishful and magical, but there's no effort behind it. Make sure you put in the necessary steps in to make what it is you want become a reality. Because it's one thing about visualizing and meditating on what we want, but then it's an actual practical application of doing what we got to do. If you want a particular job and you just not putting your resume in, you know what I'm saying? It's 100% likely that you won't get the job. It's not going to fall in your lap. So you have to do the work, the research. You have to do all the leg work to get to where you need to be, okay? So you have to do your due diligence, is what Spirit is saying. The next card in your overall energy is the purity card, where it's talking about you guys looking at the simplest and its cleanest solution to a problem, okay? So stop trying to overanalyze it and think this is why I'm not getting this, or this is why this is not happening for me. Look at the cleanest, simplest solution to the problem. Sorry. Sometimes it's as simple as trying to understand our motives. Like, why do we want this? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're not clear on why we want certain things. Sometimes society says this is what you should be doing at a particular time in your life. This is the amount of money you should be making based on your skills. This type of career you should be in. And then you feel this pressure to like be in that position and do that. And it's for the wrong reason. So your motives are wrong. So they want you to look inward and kind of get clear on a situation. Because the question you should ask yourself in any kind of endeavor you embark on is, how can I be of service? Because being of service is our mission in this life. That's how we really supposed to operate, because is what can we do to help this world function at a higher level, in a better space type energy. So we all have our roles. You know what I'm saying? So when you're confused or you're unclear on the solution, they're saying you need to understand your motives of why you're doing something, is what Spirit is saying. So, and then get real clear on that, and then make sure you articulating and communicating clearly what it is that you want. That's the other part of it, okay? So, all right. So last card in your overall energy is the extremes card. So the extremes card is talking about learning how to handle stress in a calm manner. Like, make sure you maintaining that balance in everything you do, because It's always different polarities, one extreme to the next, but you got to make sure you're in the middle, because you got to be able to look at a situation here, look at a situation there, and know how to manage it. So always be calm, and they always want you to have that bounce back energy no matter what extreme you're in, whether it's for the good, you're over super excited, or for the bad and you're super stressed out and in a crisis mode, like how I'm going to handle this. Before you start melting down, kind of pull yourself to the middle so you can see the situation more broadly. You can see this side of it, you can see that side of it, you can see that side, and other sides that you weren't even thinking about, because you're not so much focused on what the problem is or what the solution should be. You just pulling yourself back and just being calm and trying to reassess yourself and get clear on what you want. Okay, what is my purpose? What is my motivation in this moment, in this time? What is it I'm trying to accomplish? What is it that I really want? Is it more money? Is it status? Is it, what I'm saying? That you have to ask yourself these questions, okay? Yeah. And also they're saying be careful, because in life, as you elevate and you move to different phases, it's always one of those people or situations that tries to disrupt your life or disrupt your business in some way. And some things are beyond our control, but you just got to like trust the process and just know that this too shall pass, is what Spirit is saying. Okay. All right. So that's the overall energy. All right. So let's look at your situation with you going into the tarot. You guys have the Four of Coins and the Hermit. So they're saying right now it's time for a break. It's time for you to step away and relax and just kind of like, go inward to get enlightenment and try to understand your stance and what it is that you're really wanting for yourself and what you're trying to define for yourself. Okay. And it's this process where you're deepening your experiences at this time, and you're understanding yourself on a deeper level. And you're also, you're understanding your errors, like what you went wrong, or what things in the situation started to go wrong. Because during difficult times, those are the times that our soul is growing. So of course it's going to be highs and lows, but when we're at the low times, that's when we're supposed to go inward, the hermit mode, to kind of look at what can I do differently. So pull your energy inward is what Spirit is saying with the Hermit and the Four of Pentacles. Pull back a little bit, just relax a little bit, take a break, step away, so that you can see the bigger picture, see what's on the horizon for you, is what they're saying. Okay. Some of you may need to enroll in some type of training course or something like that, or school. And that's what they're saying. All right. So let's look at the energy just around you, Taurus. I don't know if I said this readings for Taurus, the bull. Okay. Okay. So the energy around you is, they're saying that your dreams are manifesting. It's just that you have fears about how they're manifesting. And I think a lot of it's coming from like trauma, or other people's energies. Like it could be negative energy, people throwing at you, and just, just bad energy. But they're saying you're stepping into a different cycle right now, and is new, is different, and it probably makes you feel nervous. So a lot of the fears is really your fears, is what Spirit is saying. Okay. Because the Fool, he's stepping on a new journey. And as you go on this journey, you're going to embark on a new cycle, is what they're saying. So it's showing your dreams manifesting, but the only thing that's blocking you is your fears, because maybe you're frustrated, or maybe something didn't go your way, or maybe it's other people's fears that's projected onto you, is what they're saying. All right. So just be careful of that, the part you can control. So if it's other people projecting things onto you, make sure you always putting protection energy around you. If it's your fears is blocking your dreams from manifesting, make sure to get clear on that, so that you can go dive deeper and figure out what it is about this to make you fearful. Is what Spirit is saying. Okay. All right. So let's look at aspects of this energy. You guys have, okay, I think it started here with the Page of Cups first. The Page of Cups, you have the Five of Wands, and you have the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Five of Pentacles, is what they're saying. All right. So aspects of the energy, they're saying that you guys have a wealth of knowledge, and you need to be still more. Stop. Sometimes it's a time of action where it's saying go, go, go. Start making dreams become reality. They're saying it's time for you to pull back and regroup, because it's something that you have to go back to the drawing board and tweak before you move forward. So I want you to kind of look at yourself, just kind of evaluate yourself, step back and look at, okay, this went okay, but it took a turn here. What was the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you strategize on how to change something around to make it back on track, to put it back on track, is what Spirit is saying. So in a process of that, you feel conflicted and you feel annoyed and irritated, and maybe people are not working with you. So it makes it that much more complicated is what they're saying. Um, but if you can like pull your energy back and focus on the part where you went wrong, not what they did wrong. Focus on what you went wrong and adjust yourself. Maybe everybody else would take suit and follow. Right now, it's like no one is willing to accept the responsibility of the situation and just feel like everybody's on different pages. And then you feel like, oh, I'm just tired of this. It's not what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting what I want in the situation. That's the energy here. So they're saying you have a wealth of knowledge, but if you could just take the time to pull away and see it differently instead of engaging in battle or pointing fingers or looking at who did something wrong, look at your place in it. Not saying you did something wrong, but look at how you could adjust things to make it right, not just for you, but for the whole team or for other people that's included in the situation. So they're saying you have a lot of intelligence, you have a lot of peace that's within you, and you have a lot of tranquility that you can bring to this situation to help calm it down and to help align it back to what his original plan was. Okay, so just be still more and go within self to get the knowledge that you need to adjust the situation and get it back on track. Okay, all right, so we look at what's testing the situation with you, Taurus. Okay, so what's testing you is that some of you may be too proud to admit a flaw that was made, or maybe too proud to ask for help. But it's people out there that's willing to help you if you can lower your ego and actually drop the card, adjust to the changes that needs to be made in the situation, is what they're saying. Okay, so what's testing situation? You have the Death card, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Swords, and then the Knight of Pentacles. So the Death card is talking about, something ending. I mean, maybe, in some way you lost in some way. Maybe you had to step down from a position, step out of position, or let something go. It's that energy for sure that's here. It's like you're hard on yourself. You keep looking at, what was cut out or what was done wrong. But Spirit is saying you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're focused on almost like pity for self. Like, oh my God, I didn't get this, or this went wrong. And it's like you go like in a circle with that ideal in your head. Like you're not like expanding, like you staying stuck, like you keeping yourself shut off because of whatever the error was. So they need you to break that cycle and focus on how to correct this for you moving forward. Okay, so get out of your head, break this cycle, and focus on how can I move forward. You know what I'm saying? Take yourself out of the equation, pull back. That's what they're saying with the Four of Pentacles here. Pull back from the situation and look at, by going into hermit mode, this is the hermit, the self-reflection, what can I do to make it better? Whether it was your fault or not. You know what I'm saying? How can I correct the situation for all involved? Okay, that's how you be of service, is what they're saying. So they don't want you, they saying you basically got bent out of shape about a situation and you lost hope in something. But the situation that you're going through, once you understand the thing that took it off balance, so you recognize that, and then you can make adjustment, you're gonna see that the stress that you've been through is gonna manifest from one polarity to the next, from like the bad end of chaos to like the positive end of getting everything you want. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you're gonna see the gift. This is an opportunity for you to like almost like correct a wrong before it got too much out of control. Because a lot of times we don't see what we did wrong, or how we played a part in something in a negative way, or why we went through a certain situation, why this affected me in this way, until like later. Like in hindsight, we look back, we understand why it happened. Like we may have wanted a job, and then like we didn't get the position. We find out later the whole company closed down. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't know why, so stop focusing on why you didn't get it. Just focus on how can I correct things, or how can I make things better moving forward. What is it that I really want? You know what I'm saying? And just not like feeding into that chaos and fear, or trying to fight against something that's not for you. That might be the title. Stop trying to fight against something that's not for you. Stop trying to fight for something that's not for you. That's the title of your video. Okay. 1 second. Okay, so things are shifting, things are changing, and they want you to follow your own guidance at this time, okay? That's what they're saying. Now, when I look at aspects of the energy, you guys have the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, And it's this energy where it's like your first house, which is Aries, which is Mars, and it's like you're in your ego, and you focus on how you're going to deal with it. So that's what's wrong. How am I going to deal with this mishap, this thing that didn't go the way I wanted it to go? And that's what the problem is. Okay, so as you keep standing this energy, oh, I was in this mishap. How am I supposed to do? How am I going to recover from this? It's like it affects your temperament, your self-image, like how you identify with yourself, which affects your behavior and how you react to it. Is what they're saying. So the issue is, I mean, what they want me to tell you is you have free will. At any point, you can choose to do something different. You don't have to keep being stuck in this rut or keep bump your head against this door that's closed for you. You need to stop focusing on this door right here, and you need to expand your vision and look at the whole situation, and then reevaluate yourself and figure out what is it that I really want and why does this make me so upset? What did I lose in some way that's affecting me deeply and emotionally the way it is? Okay, so once you do that with the Wheel of Fortune, you may be on the downside of, you feel like you're on the downside of this wheel now because you feel like you lost out on something. But sometimes when we don't get something, it's a blessing in disguise. So if you can use your free will, look at the whole situation, you can be on the upside of this wheel. So things can start changing for the better for you, is what they're saying. So focus your energy on what it is that you want, not what you didn't get, what didn't go right for you. Maybe you didn't get it with that particular company. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the raise or the promotion wasn't with that particular company. Maybe they need you to look at other job opportunities or possibilities. You know what I'm saying? They need you to expand your horizon, expand your vision of what you want for yourself, is what they're saying. And then as you do that, you become clear. You have a sense of clarity about yourself, about what it is that you're really looking for. And now you can bring that forth into reality, because maybe this situation or this company or this person didn't have the same vision you had. And if you can get clear on what your vision is, instead of being stuck in what you didn't get, what you lost, then, you know what I'm saying, you can move forward differently and just better. You know what I'm saying? Because God knows what our heart and our soul wants, even though when sometimes we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We have these goals for ourselves, but we're blinded by the materialistic aspect of this world. You know what I'm saying? Gaining material, like financial abundance and this big house, nice car, like stuff like that, which is nothing wrong with that. It's great to have those things. However, when we focus so much on the material, we get misaligned with our soul, what our soul wants, what is that our mission is, how it is we're supposed to help. So we can have those things, but in having those things, you see people with a lot of money and they're not happy because they spend all their time trying to get things. So they're working like 80-hour weeks, and, you know what I'm saying, don't have time to go to the beach and enjoy things, or, you know what I'm saying, enjoy their nice big pool that they got instilled in their house or anything like, you know what I'm saying? So it has to always be a balance between what you want in the physical aspect, what your ego saying you want, and then what your soul needs and craves. So it has to be a balance always there, is what Spirit is saying. All right, so when I look at the outcome based on the current energy, you guys have 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and then a Chariot. And then, okay, so what they're saying is your spirit guides and your angel wants you to kind of remove all the negativity that's within your mind, and maybe even negative people that's in your life. They want you to remove those people and remove that energy from your spirit and kind of focus on love, perfect love. You know what I'm saying? Okay. They're saying that they know that you guys are focused and y'all have the serious work ethics and y'all want to get things done. You're trying to plant your seeds to get what you got to get done, but they don't want you to be frustrated in the process. Okay. The process is just important as the end. Okay, so as you go on through the process, it should be enjoyable. Sometimes it's not going to be comfortable, but it should be enjoyable as long as you're working towards the goals and type of things that you want. When you get confused or you're not clear on what it is you want, because maybe you're not getting what you want, or maybe you started focusing too much on the wrong thing and your goal maybe shifted a little, you need to go back to the table and strategize on one, get clear on what it is that you want still. You know what I'm saying? What is I'm working towards? What is this for? Most time people work a lot to acquire stuff is to gain security in some way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I want a college fund for my son or my daughter. Maybe I want, have good benefits once I retire. I want to add to my 401(k), 401 okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is that you want to do, you got to reassess it. So get clear on that first. And so now that, you said it out loud, you align with what the universe is wanting for you too. And then also, I want to be able to help in this area and help in that area. And you know what I'm saying? It's like that. Then you can move forward, because the issue is you focus too much on the material aspect of a situation, which kind of cluttered your mind and overstimulated, and then you didn't get something that you wanted, and then it's making you confused. Once you realign, because you removed all the negative energy and the confusion I'm gonna say is negative energy because you're confused because too much going on, and you fill yourself with love, with God's love. You get back in alignment with what you want. Okay, then you can move forward with the Chariot, because you're balancing the opposite polarities. You're balancing your wants and needs with your spiritual higher self, your quest for life, what it is that your soul purpose is. Okay, so it always has to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? You can't let the material outweigh the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. You can't be too spiritual where you all woohoo and you're not practical or focused enough on the goal and actually making steps to move towards that. So now these sphinx are aligned, the Chariot can move forward. That's the energy. Okay. So they like your work ethic, they do, but they feel like in being so focused on your goals and your dreams, and then when things don't work out, you get disappointed. It's like those people that invest all this money in the stock market and they don't go the way they want, and then they kill themselves. That's what it's like. They're not balanced. They put their eggs in one basket, and then when it didn't work out the way they wanted, they just gave up. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to be in that energy. So they want you to focus on healing your sacral chakra, which is the chakra that deals with fulfillment, and happiness and your emotions and even sexuality. Sometimes when it's off balance, it feels like you feel jealous, or you feel guilty, you feel possessive, you feel ashamed. So it's like that energy that's off. So make sure you maintain and balance in everything you do, Taurus. Okay. Now, to close the reading out, they're saying that you guys, y'all are overcoming challenges, is what Spirit is saying. And when you overcome challenges, you overcome them with bravery, and even though it may not seem like you can win because the odds are against you, you have to fight from a position of faith and of hope, is what they're saying. So it's about strength and personal integrity. That's the energy, okay, with the Seven of Wands, okay? They're also saying, like what I was saying earlier with the Temperance card, is make sure you're not overly one way or overly another way. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you maintain that balance where you in the middle. So it's about self-control, and it's about moderation, and it's about being patient as you go through this process, and being in harmony, and always having cooperation with the people and situations around you. You have to have that successful combination. Okay. And then lastly, the Strength card, which is talking about fortitude, and it's talking about resilience and the strength of mind. So being confident that you can resolve the issue. All right. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Let me know if it resonated. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. For those who are subscribed, thank you so much for supporting me. And until next time, light and love.